How are you guys doing today? I hope everybody's well. Welcome to back for another episode. What do we
Of
have
the
today,
light
Kat?
and bright. Tonight we are covering The House by the Cemetery.
Yay! Italian horror. I
Yes.
loved it.
1981 by Lucio Fulci. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. If so, sorry, take away my Italian horror card. Oops.
Oops.
And this was covered on the last drive-in with Joe Bob on season 3, episode 2 on Shutter, and I was upset to find out that they took it down. Dang it,
Uh,
Shutter. Bring it back.
Stupid
I guess
Shutter.
maybe they lost the rights or something. I don't
And this is why we fight for physical media.
know. Exactly. And
Well,
then they want to charge us more. But I
they
still,
want to
we're
take
still the
more.
best there is. So,
Right, true. The thing that I hate is they charge us more but take away. It's like,
yes.
ugh. Charge us more but add more, you know. Ugh,
Right? Give us something. A little something,
something.
something.
Yeah. Speaking of something something, we're about to give you guys a little something something. We
Oh,
have the trailer ready to go. So, without further ado, here is The House by the Cemetery official trailer in 4K.
Steve? Stephen, where are you? Please answer me.
Ooh. Yes. Bye.
We decided it would be a vacation. I do my research, and you and Bob, you can go out. It's beautiful. Peterson was reading up about a certain Dr. Freudstein, who had a penchant for illegal experiments.
House is exactly like the one in your photo.
Signs, the warnings of this house. Draws me like an infernal magnet. Frightens me.
Bob? Are you down there? Oh, God.
He needs human victims to renew his cells. That's how he stays alive. Keep away from the door.
How many more are doomed to follow?
Yes. Well, you can get it apparently on 4K
yes.
through our friends over at Arrow Video.
Yay.
Wow. Where do we even begin? I guess in the beginning, right?
Yeah, right. This is your first time seeing it?
Yes, it was definitely my first time seeing this one in particular. I've seen, of course, his most famous of them, Zombie. This one was kind of I don't want to say too much more different than Zombie, but it's a different story and different character building, and I felt like it progressed pretty well. This movie, I would give it an 8 out of 10
Nice.
personally because it's got everything I like.
Yay.
What would
This
you
may
rate this?
be this may be my third time seeing it. The first time was when I was young in my 20s or something like that. The second time, I know I saw that Joe Bob episode, and I know I thoroughly enjoyed it about 3 years ago is when it aired with Joe Bob with the last drive-in. And now I still wasn't sure what was going on. That's how you know it's a good movie. You
Mhm.
know, the eeriness and the weirdness still makes
Yeah.
you laugh, still makes you wonder. So
So,
let's just get into it.
let's get into it. But when you said laugh, oh my god, you know, the part that killed me and I felt like such a terrible person
I
is
know exactly.
when the lady falls through the floor, she like steps down and goes, "Eh," and then she falls. I'm like, "Oh my fucking god."
And
Yeah.
she's the realtor. She knows that thing's there. So why would you step over a crypt?
Like that just got me. I'm like, "Oh my fucking god." So, but anyways, let's get right into it. I just needed to drop that little nugget because
Yes,
that made me
yes.
laugh.
I'll let you know where I laughed at. And again, it was a spot that probably I shouldn't be laughing, but it's just the way it was done, and I'll explain later
Okay.
when we get to that. So right at the beginning of the movie, just like the preview starts out. But unlike the preview, we have pointy nipples at the start. Yeah, looking for some asshole Steve. I'm like, forget Steve. Come over here, darling. The hell with Steve.
Yeah. Who the fuck
Forget
is this
him.
Steve guy?
Screw him.
You don't even see Steve the rest of the movie. Steve gone. Steve dead.
Yeah. Oh, we do see Steve. Steve is the first kill. So kill number one, she shuts the door or opens the door, one or the other. Steve's hanging from the door with scissors in his heart. And it looks like his brain is partially exposed, maybe, or just skull. One or the other.
Yeah.
What do you think? Did you see some brain? Or just skull?
I couldn't tell. There was a lot of blood.
There's just a lot of blood.
There was a lot of
You had
blood.
to,
I don't
you had
know.
to hide the virgin eyes. Oh, blood. Too much.
I'm like, let me like clear some of the blood so I could see if there's brain or not. I couldn't tell. Probably some mild brain exposure. Yeah.
And then the second kill is that her knife to the back of the head, out the mouth.
Oh yeah.
That was a good shot. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah. They didn't have a lot of special effects back then. It was all practical effects. So the fact that they made it like be like and it's like, wow, you know. I mean, I'm sure they did a lot of camera angles, but it was still
Yeah,
like pretty good.
very very good. And then we have the weird ring close up, followed by a little girl at the window with their hand held up. Creepy little, I think she was a ginger, right? Creepy little ginger girl.
Yeah, the kids, I don't know. As soon as you introduce creepy kids in horror movies, I'm like, yep, run.
Run.
I don't trust them. Run.
And then we meet Bob, the
Oh,
the creepy blonde kid with blue eyes in New York, with his monkey looking at the little girl in the picture
yeah.
that mom doesn't see,
Oh, there's nothing there, honey.
with the annoying dubbed voice. The kid's voice is so annoying,
Oh my
right?
god, yes. I thought the kid's voice was dubbed over by an adult trying to pretend to be a kid.
You very well may be right.
Cause
All
that
his movies are dubbed. That's just what he did.
so it does not sound like a kid's voice. It legit sounds like an adult pretending to sound like a kid. So
Hmm.
I'm 100% sure that was definitely an adult pretending to be a kid voice because that just did not. There's too much testosterone in that voice for that little tiny child.
Hmm. And then we see the little girl, and it says like New Whitby, Boston, or something like that. And then we find out that dad is getting a whole 5K more a year if he moves out to New England. So I guess it's Boston, New England, where they're going, which is about a 5 hour ride. I
Yeah.
had to know. I was like,
Oh,
how
you
long
looked
do
it up?
I have to sit in the car with that creepy little fucking kid?
Oh god. Can you imagine being in a car with that fucking kid for 5 hours? I don't
And then they,
know.
they get out of the car and they seem all refreshed and chill. Like, and the kid's like, what is it? Sleep in a tent? I wish. What's
What the fuck?
okay?
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Put him,
then
put him in a tent.
hi, Sister Zane. I hope you're doing lovely today. Thanks for coming out and checking us out. We're just doing a review for The House by the Cemetery. So, yeah, I that was a weird line that didn't quite fit. Like how why are you talking about camping when you're doing a 5-hour road trip? Like fuck. It was just weird.
And then we have this weird, like a telepathic child discussion between him and the little girl, right? And
Yes.
I'm not sure if that counts as kill three, the creepy mannequin in the window that don't quite look like a mannequin, and then her head falls off, which is great.
Yes, that was awesome.
And then they come back and the kid's just gone. And then he's like across the street with this one arm, one leg creepy ass doll.
Yeah. So it's funny because in the 70s, parents did that, right? They just left the kids in the car. They just, and kids just kind
I
of
guess.
sat and be chilled. Okay, unless you're this kid,
My,
apparently you
my
go.
mom didn't. She knew better. She was like, "Yeah, he's coming with me." She knew to keep an eye on us. No, I don't
Ooh.
know what she'd come back to. I might have
Yeah.
choked out my brother. Oops.
Oops. That's gonna
He
sting a
was that
little.
way. You left him. Come on.
He was like that. Yeah, exactly. Totally. Collateral damage for sure. But yeah, that kid with that creepy doll. I mean, if that was my kid, I would honestly take him to therapy because it's like clearly something's up. You're talking to weird dolls. I don't know. The kid creeped me out for sure.
And, and the dad is going to New England to do finish research of one of his colleagues that abandoned all his research, murdered his mistress, then killed himself. So
Hmm.
this is what we know they're going into with the weird ass kid. And then the realtor takes him to the house. First she's like, she swears he's been there before. The
Yeah.
dad. And this reoccurs throughout as well. And then the realtor drops him off, hauls ass, or she's like, "Damn tombstones," and she like runs one over. I don't know. She almost ran one over.
Yeah.
So she's definitely aware there's something up with that house, right?
Yeah.
And then she says to him, the wife, "This looks just like the house the painting in your apartment." And do you think he knows it's the same house? His excuse was pretty lame, and he was kind of like throwing shade, it seemed to me. What
Mhm.
did you think?
I thought that was a pretty dumb excuse too. I'm like, bro, you gotta think better than that. Like something, anything, because he's just like, he's kind of dismissive, but not in a believable way. You're like, dude, you know something's up.
Hmm. Something's awry. And then she like freaks out about the doll. Like, why does the doll bother her so much? What do you think?
Because look at it, it's fucking creepy. Like my
And then
kid
he
just
says
found a
something to
random
her
doll.
too. He says something to her too, something that happened 6 months ago.
Oh yeah.
And are you taking your meds to
Mm,
her?
yeah. And
So I'm
then she doesn't like to take them. Remember? Because she's like, plus, I don't like to take them because they cause hallucinations. And I'm like, okay, you're probably taking some sort of antidepressants, antipsychotic medicine, and you just don't want to take it because it's gonna, like when people have a certain mental health issues, they're like, I don't want to take my meds because then it's gonna make them like feel kind of level, kind of numb, kind of and then some people may feel like they lose themselves. So I think that maybe that's why she refused to take the meds because she's like, I don't want to, I don't want to lose myself. I don't want to, but she just blamed it on, oh yeah, I'm gonna see stuff.
Yeah,
No.
and isn't that kind of the opposite of what you want your meds to do to make you stop seeing things? That's
Yeah. So I think
like,
so I'm pretty sure she was just not trying to take it so she could, not have to deal with that.
and then we meet Anne the babysitter. What did you think about Anne the babysitter? That's
I
only referred to as Anne the babysitter.
and the babysitter. So I always thought the babysitter was the killer. because she just came in at an odd time. She just kind of showed up, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" Or I thought she was a ghost and incorporeal or something, because like
Mm-hmm.
she was in and out, kind of in and out of existence, and then she's like, "Oh, you're gonna go see your mom," and then how far does she live? And it's like she's not answering, so it's like, is she a ghost? Or you know what I
I
mean?
kind of got that feeling too. Like she definitely seemed like she was dead inside.
Yeah,
So I thought she looked a lot like the mannequin that lost its head. I didn't know if that was like foreshadowing of her future or whatnot at that point. But I
yeah,
was like, is she already dead? Is she dead inside and she doesn't know it or something?
yeah.
Is she a zombie? I don't know.
Or maybe we're all dead inside and we're all
No,
zombies, and it's just
no, no.
trying to teach us a reflection of ourselves.
Ooh.
Ooh. I don't want to be dead inside, so never mind.
Yeah. And then he finds the book. Not exactly the Necronomicon. It's a Feudstein's journal or something. Feudstein's journal or something like that. But when he finds it, he hears a crying baby and then this weird doorknob close up. Like,
Like, yeah,
right?
it's weird.
And then he sees Anne. And what is she doing in the middle of the night?
Yeah,
Isn't she by that cellar door?
yeah.
I don't know. Like, did she go in there or was she coming out? Or I don't know.
That's why I'm telling you, like, that's why I had a suspicion about her the whole time, because I'm like, she's gotta be either a ghost, a victim of whoever's killing, or she's gotta be the killer. So she's just, it was just weird how she just got introduced like that, and I'm like, she was just she was just a very shady person, and I didn't like her very much.
Yeah, she wasn't much of a real character. She just seemed kind of like a blank slate to me.
Yeah.
And then he goes to like the library or something to get the dude's research, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then he comes up, oh yeah, what was it? Yeah, it's really messed up, that what happened to him. And he's like, when you came, you visited with your daughter, right? Last October? Like the dude like had him down like for last October with his daughter, and we know he has a son, he doesn't have a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And he just like he just doesn't remember. Like if something happened to him previously and he just doesn't remember. And then we have um oh, he's going through Peterson's list of missing persons. And this is the part that I couldn't help but laugh. He's like, do you know where he hung himself? Right there from that railing. Then we have like close up of the railing, and I just couldn't help but laugh. It was just so weird and like overdone. Like it was right there, the railing. And it just like zoomed in on it, and I'm like, I just couldn't help it.
I can see why that would be comical, because it's like that one.
It's like that
Okay.
rail, the evil rail. Oh
Oh shit. I guess when you watch Italian horror movies, the rail gets you.
no,
Ooh.
no, ooh. Never know what to expect.
Ooh, yeah. Definitely not.
And then we find out it's all a lie.
It's
She's
always a lie.
really not buried there. Mrs. Friedstein, ugh. Whatever.
Finkelstein. Miss
Finkelstein.
Frankenstein. Finkelstein, whatever.
Yeah, they're trying to make a play on Frankenstein. Like we get it.
We get it.
Just freaking say Frankenstein. And it's like they tried to sweep it all under the rug, literally,
Mhm.
because she
Literally.
pulls the rug, and then there's Mr. Frankenstein's uh crypt just in the middle of the freaking house. Like, why?
Creepy.
And then
Like,
we have the kitchen scream. Like we hear these creepy sounds, crying, and then all of a sudden the mom just screams. It was definitely, we know Sam Raimi is definitely a fan. because it was very Evil Dead. Like all the sounds are like had their own. They were like alive, and then she
Yeah.
just screams.
Yeah, for sure. It kind of gave me Evil Dead vibes too. Not gonna lie. Especially that forest scene. Because you could hear everything. It was very
Mhm.
weird.
Like even the footsteps are very loud. I
Yeah.
wonder if that carries over to the 4K version. I'm
Mm.
curious to hear how that would sound.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
it's definitely like mono. It's not like stereo or anything like the version
Yeah.
we watched.
I definitely want to, right? I definitely want to own this because I enjoyed it so much. So I'm gonna see how much it is on Arrow Video later after tonight. I'm gonna probably do some shopping.
Yay.
I'll let you guys know.
Yay. We'll join forces.
Yes, we will. I'll let you borrow I'll let you borrow the movie on the weekend. And then
Yay.
we can have visitation rights or whatever. I'll keep it then next weekend.
There you go. There you go.
Peak tier.
And then we have the cellar door mystery.
Oh yeah.
So he finds the key and just no loop for the key to like no foreplay, to get
Just
that fucking lock open. Just like ram the key in and get your kitchen butcher knife. Like why would and put it in the key and then to turn the key. It doesn't matter if you break the key in there or whatever. That's just we're gonna take our sharpest, best knife and drink it open the cellar door with the key.
yeah, that was very bad. That was very bad form. It was definitely very bad. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And then I was like, if you're having such a hard time opening the door, maybe don't open the door. It's not intended to be opened for a reason. Maybe try to call the agent and be like, "Yo, what's up with this door?" And then maybe fuck with it after if you get some juicy info. Oh yeah, the previous tenant left some supplies on there. I'd be like, "What kind of supplies?" And then I'd be more intrigued. But come on, man, do some investigative journalism. Just don't open the fucking door.
Mhm.
That bothered me. I was like, why are they going in there? Why do they need to go in there?
He's a
Ugh.
research scientist. Why not research on the house you're moving into? That the other guy was living in too before he just
Yeah,
flipped out.
maybe that's a bad idea to move into that same house, but whatever.
Eh.
Eh.
And then we see the ring again, right? So there was definitely a reason they showed us the ring earlier because there it is in the cellar. And then
Yeah.
we have the greatest bat attack. Did you not love the bat attack?
Yeah. It was like, eh, eh, eh. It was like great.
Oh,
Like,
and
eh.
it really liked her hair. It was digging
It
her
kept
hair.
it kept digging in her hair. She was like, ah, eh. And then it wasn't enough to like grab it and put it outside. They have to bring it to the fucking kitchen and be like, fuck you, bat, you're evil. I'm like, and here's the fucking kid. Must have been an 8-year-old kid, and he's just watching his father stabbed to death. A poor fucking bat that was just living its life. Like, bro, it was enough to capture it and put it outside. Like, you
Well, the
didn't have to
bat
murder.
chomped into him, dude. The bat
That's
got
true.
him good. It wouldn't let go. That's why he was like, and then he's flinging blood
That's
everywhere, all
true
over the
too.
kid. That was great. But yeah, I felt bad for the poor bat
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Fuck the human. He
Yeah.
shouldn't have been in the cellar anyway. Like, let the bat be down there.
Right. And that was a fat bat too.
It was
What
it
was
was
he
eating.
eating in there? He
It
he
was
was
eating
eating good.
good. He was eating good, and you fucked up his meal program. Like, how dare you? He
Yeah, he
had a
was
good
just trying
life.
to have some fiber, with all his blood. He tried to get
Yeah,
some hair.
yeah. Of
Maybe he was
course.
constipated.
Yes. You know how dogs eat grass? Maybe when they have tummy troubles, maybe bats eat hair, and then that's what it was trying to do. But here we go. Selfish Karen wouldn't allow him to
And to me, that was kill four, the
the
bat.
bat. Oh yeah,
May he rest in peace.
yeah, the bat. The fact that he slaughtered him in front of the kid, and the kid's just like, oh, like he was
Ooh.
just entranced in what the stabbing. I'm like, bro, this is how a serial killer is made. You just showed your kid how to murder something. Congratulations. Like, what are you doing?
And then we have the one that the kill five is the one that you enjoyed with the realtor.
Oh yes. That was a good kill. I don't know why it made me laugh, but when she fell through the floorboard, I just fucking laughed. That was
And then
funny.
she doesn't even like put up her hands to defend herself.
She just like
She just lays there.
assumes her fate, says fuck it. I'm not gonna get out of this one. I'm just gonna let him do whatever.
And then the poker, he just goes to town. He just keeps poking and poking,
Yeah, I was like, ooh, got some pent-up aggression there, buddy.
right? And then we have the next morning. Well,
Hmm.
then we fade to a black cat on the tombstone. That cat was cool. I like that
Oh
cat.
yeah, the cat was cool, yeah. Props for, the black cat.
And then we have the babysitter, and the babysitter is mopping up some red substance all over the counter.
Yeah?
And mom comes up and sees that, and then she goes, "I made coffee." You make coffee. It doesn't even say anything about the blood she is cleaning up from under
Yeah.
the door.
Yeah. See, that's why I was suspicious about the babysitter too, because I'm like, you're cleaning blood. Are you in cahoots with the killer? Are you the killer? Are you what is your goal here? What is your purpose? So I did that also made me not trust her either. So
And then we have dad that says he has to go to New York for approval for something. And he goes to the library. The library is not in New York.
okay.
The library is when they went there. Why does he lie to her? What do you think?
Um because men lie. I don't know. Because men are assholes. Oh, I'm gonna tell her that I'm going to New York, but I'm actually just gonna go to the library. He didn't have to make it that complicated. He could have just been like, "Hey, honey, I'm gonna go to the library to work on my research." Okay.
But what it tells me is like she knows it takes hours to get to New York and back.
Yeah.
So maybe he just wanted like 8 hours to not have to of time to himself to not have to worry. I don't know if he thought something else was gonna happen, or
Mm,
he just didn't want to deal with her shit. Probably he just didn't
yeah,
want
just
to
like
deal
I'm
with
going
her.
to New York. Bye. Okay.
Like what, he comes home and she's crying in the corner, and it's like, oh, the man has to save her. Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, and then the thing is, the thing that kind of frustrated me was there's no cell phones back then. Like how it just tell her you're working. Like you're gonna be working, and just go.
But
Like
but
she's not gonna text you. She's not gonna bother you. Just go work. Like
but he could have just called if he truly needed some kind of approval from New York. He didn't have to go there. He could have just called and whatever.
yeah. What kind of
But she
approval
doesn't even.
yeah, what kind of approval do you need to do in person? I don't even think the CIA needs to do approvals in person. Like,
And I love when he gets to the library.
oh yeah.
And the dude comes in. He's like, "What are you doing here?" He asks the dude that works there. He's like, "Nothing." He's like, "I'm supposed to check all the wings when we're closed on Sunday. like,
Oh god.
get the fuck out of here. It's
Yeah.
Sunday. Like, we're
Yeah.
closed. What are you doing here?
Go
So,
home.
it's like one of those annoying people that go to the restaurant like 30 minutes before the restaurant closes, full well knowing they're not going to finish their food in 30 minutes, and they're going to chit chat, and then they're going to want some coffee while the poor waiter wants to go home. Everybody else wants to go home, but they have to wait for you to fucking get out so they can clean everything up and get approval to go home to their families. But no, you want to go and eat out at fucking 30 minutes before they close. If you're that person, you suck.
Yeah.
What do you think, Luna? They suck.
Yeah, that's a good rant. I can't beat it. That's a lot of
You can tell it's from experience. It's from experience.
yes. Ooh. Ooh.
But I'm gonna cool
Calm down.
myself off.
Calm down. You're not working at a restaurant anymore. You're gonna be okay.
No
I'm just
more.
kidding.
No more.
No more. No
No
more.
more.
And then those motherfuckers don't even tip either, do they?
No. Yeah. And
God.
you're scraping the line at 3 a.m., scraping all the food off the cook line. Sucks.
Sucks. But yeah, don't do that, guys. Don't show up 30 minutes before closing because you feel entitled.
No.
But yeah,
Get that shit to go. If you that hungry, get it to go.
Drive through.
Tip something for the to go, because they gotta pack all your shit up and put it in containers. You don't gotta tip like you ate at the whole restaurant they served you, but tip something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They have to get all your shit, put it together. Come on.
Something. Anything.
Right? Couple bucks. Come on. It's not gonna kill you. At least cover the fucking Tupperware.
Yeah, true. True. I like that.
You're killing the planet,
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Collateral damage again.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. But yeah, my boy fucked up. He shouldn't have showed up at that time. So him and his wife or whoever the fuck she is, they seem like Karens. They just seem like Karens, like entitled Karens, because both of them are doing shit that only entitled Karens do throughout the movie. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're right. And then we have the body parts. We just see like torsos with one boob missing, arms, legs, heads, you name it.
Yes.
There's just a smorgasbord of parts, and then we have the table, and then I came to the conclusion that yeah, he's alive, and he's still doing his research, Dr. Frudenstein or whatever.
Fruitystein.
Frudenstein.
Dr. Fruitystein wants to give you the fruits. But yeah.
And then Mom goes shopping, and Kill 6 this one was hard for me to watch. Anne's head on the other side of the cellar. Like, she knows what's in the cellar, and she's still going in the cellar like, Bob, to hell with you, Bob. Bye. I'm like, no. And then she gets like her throat cut like so awkwardly multiple times.
It was definitely very zigzaggy on the neck, and I'm just like, it was an interesting kill. I wouldn't say it was, but at the same time, it kind of made me go, "Oh, she wasn't the killer. Then who the fuck is the killer then?" Because she seemed like she was cleaning blood and doing all this shit. So why was she cleaning the blood?
I don't know. And then the hand that killed her looked fresh.
Yeah.
And the hands we saw before were obviously zombie hands.
Yeah.
But these ones seem fresh. So I'm thinking maybe he repaired his hand. Or he was in the process. Because when we saw him later, remember he had one hand? He had a stub.
So maybe he used the realtor's hands. Like he chopped off the realtor's hands and then put those on.
He needed a hand.
Here's a hand. Oh my god. No. And I guess the realtor gave him a hand or two.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wondered why his hands looked all fucked up and then they looked fine. I was like, how many fucking killers are we? What the fuck is going on? That's what I was so confused about. And then I'm like, if you know somebody's been murdering, why would you try to hide it? Like, wouldn't you want to be like, there's blood here. Like, maybe we want to leave now. Like, I would have said something as opposed to just hiding it from the family. So she was fucked for not telling them. So,
And we don't see any police in the whole movie.
we don't see police.
No, at all.
No. Mm-mm. I guess they just keep it hush hush. Hush hush. Shh. It's the town
The
secret.
police come to the door and they're like, shh.
Let Dr. Fruity Stein do what he needs to do. And then we'll just leave everybody alone.
Yeah.
It's like the town's deep dark secret. I don't know. But the realtor definitely knew, you
She
know.
knew something. She was even trying to rebrand.
Yeah. She knew. She was just trying to, oh, this is a safe place. No, it's not. And then the babysitter knew was up because she was cleaning the blood, but refused to say anything. I'm like, you guys are, what the fuck's wrong with you? But I don't know. Who knows?
Some weird shit.
Some weird shit, yeah.
And then we have what about Bob when he goes down and these creepy eyeballs are like everywhere. What did you think about those?
I honestly thought it was Dr. Fruity Steins. I'll just call him that from now on. I thought it
I
was
like it.
Dr. Fruity Stein's like minions, maybe, because it just seemed like he has a lot of ghosts. He has a lot of like, because he's very evil. So maybe he has like ghost demons or something, kind of, be rooting him on or something. I don't know. Because they don't show up other than to be like creep a fucking 8-year-old that's already creeped out. Like, did you really need to creep him out more? Poor
To me,
kid.
I thought they were like some kind of demons or something.
Yeah, I also got that like demon vibe from them too.
Like maybe that's what gives him his power to like reanimate, I don't know,
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
And he's got some precision with that knife for a doctor, yeah. Like
Yeah.
what he did with that head. Yeah, that was really precise.
Yes. I wonder if he was a surgeon because he was just very like
Really
slice and dice, baby, slice and dice.
And then we have Dad with the axe. He's terrible with the axe.
Oh my god, yes.
Trying to get poor Bob out that's locked in
So
the
what I
cellar.
was thinking is the guy from The Shining needs to give him axe lessons. Cause
Nice.
that door, Jack or whatever, he could have just two and done. I'm like, why don't you call your buddy over there and have him break down the door for you and show you how to do it? Like, I was thinking that. I was like, oh my god, why isn't Jack here?
somebody calling.
Yes. Here comes Johnny. I was totally expecting that. I was like, come on. I want to hear Johnny's scene, but we didn't get it. Instead, we got Dad totally sucking with an axe. Dude, your kid's about to die. You need to hack quicker. Like, I didn't think he cared about his kid because he didn't seem like very willing to get the kid out.
He almost killed the kid.
And he
It's
almost
like,
killed the kid
it's
with
like
the fucking
all
axe.
right at the kid's height. Like, let me.
Oh yeah. Bad parenting.
But then we get to see some nice maggots when he stabs Dr. Fruity Stein.
Oh yeah. Maggots
It
are
was pretty
good.
gross.
Yeah,
Gnarly.
and then from talking to people behind the scenes and knowing, what we know now working with a lot of people, we know that there is a maggot wrangler.
Yep.
that needs to come on. If there's any sort of creature or anything that is appearing, they need a maggot wrangler on set. They can't just have the maggots. They literally need a person to take care of the maggots because they're, I guess, important or something. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't like maggots, but yeah, they need a babysitter apparently. So there is a
Yeah.
babysitter for them. So
Yeah. Anne was already dead, so she couldn't babysit them.
yeah. So no babysitter for them from her at least.
And then kill 7 is Dad getting his throat ripped out.
That was a fun one. It's like
Nice stretch with the skin. That was good.
yeah, I was like that kind of made me uneasy. Did it like make your neck hurt? I was like, why do I feel itchy on my neck all of a sudden? Why do I feel like I need to hold my neck? Like, oh,
Like,
oh. Yeah, that was a
No,
little
I
rough.
think I felt that way more after Anne.
Oh, okay. The other one
He
kind of
he
got me.
he got it done quick, you know. I think with the dad, he just like ripped in there, just roar, just like fatality, just right away. You know, well the poor chick's like.
And
I think
blind
I
and
would rather
shit.
just have it done, just be done.
Yeah. He took his time with the girl. He's like making like
Yeah.
he's writing his name and everything. Doctor Finkelstein loves you. I'm like, what are you doing with her neck? Leave her alone.
Nice.
What a weirdo.
And then we think mom is gonna survive, right? You know, usually the mom and the kid live, right? No, not mom. She's kill 8. Mom gets dragged face down the steps,
Oh
hitting
yeah, like
every step
eh,
with her
eh,
face.
eh, eh, yeah, it was very it kind of made me chuckle a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, because it was like, I was like, 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. Oh my god, how many steps are there? I was like kind of counting a little bit for a second
You
there. I
thought
was
you
like,
were watching an episode of Sesame Street?
yeah,
1 step up, up, up.
2 steps. I am Dr. Finkelstein, and we're gonna count the steps. 1.
And he had no eyes. So he could, right?
It's the
Dr.
demons.
Fruitistein had no eyes. He couldn't
It's
have been the demon.
it was the demons helping him see. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure, telling him where to go and maybe, and you know what they say, if you lose one of your senses, your other senses get heightened. So his sense of smell probably is really good. His sense of hearing is probably really good because he probably heard the creaking from the steps. Because those steps are not quiet at
No.
all.
Who could miss that kid's voice, too? Ugh.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't start with the kid.
I was like, dear fucking God. I don't even know the kid and I want to kill him. Sorry, kid, but your voice acting, whoever did it,
Your human adult voice was very
it was
weird.
very weird. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what did you think about the end? The
I'm
kid seems like
confused.
he squeezes out of that hole, right?
Yeah, because the
That
little girl helps
the
him.
lady made.
But the thing is, who's this lady?
She is
She's a ghost.
she's Mary Fruity Stein. She's his wife from back
Yes.
in the day.
Yes. So, and the daughter was the
Her daughter,
Fruity Stein's daughter.
May
So
Fruity Stein.
the kid did not make it. I'm sorry to say, but the kid didn't make it. It just seemed like he made it. But if he's leaving with ghosts and they're like, oh, we're gonna take care of you. No, they're not. They're ghosts. You're a ghost now. Sorry, buddy. They just couldn't show. What I think happened is they couldn't show the death of a kid on screen. So they had to show him leave and exit with ghosts. So you could make that deduction that, yeah, he's dead. But they couldn't outright like stab the fuck out of him. And as much as that'd be interesting kill, I think in the 70s they were very protective of children still, and they did not want to go there. So I think that's what happened. The director wanted to definitely have the child be murdered also, no survivors, but couldn't show it. So the best thing he could do is let him leave with his deceased wife and child.
His new pal.
His new
Yay.
pal. They're gonna be
And they
pals for
sit down
life.
the road together. Yay.
Yeah, that was weird. And I knew that little girl knew something because she's like, I don't want you to go over there. And I'm like, because you know what's there. Of
So
course.
so now are they both in the picture going,
Probably, yeah, because he's a ghost now. So do you agree with me or do you think something else happened? Do you think he got
no,
out?
I definitely agree. He's dead.
He's
I don't
dead.
know if they're taking him so that they can finally move on. Now
Yeah.
that, they have him, maybe they came back to like, well, tried to help him, but when it didn't work out, just to take him to the afterlife,
Yeah.
hopefully.
Yeah, or maybe they don't want him to be near Dr. Fruitistein because then, he's
Or his
going to
dead parent.
continue. Yeah, because then he's going to continue to torture their souls. Because I get the sense that even when he murders you, he's still going to keep you around so he can keep like torturing your soul. So maybe although Fruitistein killed the kid, the Mary and then the daughter removed the child's soul from the premises so Dr. Fruitistein wouldn't still be able to torture him.
I
I
think
think
so.
that's yeah, because they know him and they know
I
he's
think that's
capable.
what happened to Anne too.
You think
I,
so?
I think, yeah, I think he got to her at some point. I don't know when, but she wasn't all there, it seemed.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Anne. Do you think Anne was already a ghost and then the throat slicing the throat was just her ghost form? Like him re-torturing the ghost form again, or do you think it was an actual kill?
I don't know.
The babysitter?
Yeah, I'm really not sure about that.
I don't know either. I'm like, cause I had a sense she was dead the whole
But
time.
being that the little girl saw her die with
Yeah.
her head fall off, and then the little boy had it actually saw it too. So
Hmm.
it's some kind of link.
Yeah.
I don't. Uh, what did
That's
you think about that quote at the end? It's not weird.
yeah. Can you remind our viewers what the quote
Yes,
is?
yes. It says, "No one will ever know whether children are monsters or monsters are children," and it's quoted by Henry James. That was just very weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe the kid had an annoying voice because he wanted him to have an annoying, monstrous voice. I don't know.
Or maybe the child the little girl from the painting kind of come visit us,
Mhm.
and
And kids are
entice them.
supposed to be able to like, you know, see certain things that older older humans can't.
Yeah, they're more susceptible to that because they're more innocent and they can not be like, oh, that's not that. That's just the cloud or something.
But are they monsters? I think when they're at a certain age, it seems like they don't have souls. Kids, they have no remorse. When
Mhm.
they're very young, they don't really have any sense of guilt or remorse. So I do think kids at a certain age are kind of monsterish. I
Yeah.
mean, I remember myself, being a monster, as a kid. It's just like, meh, you know, I was only
Yeah.
upset when mom or dad was mad at me. It wasn't about what I did or how it made that person feel.
Mhm.
And I know that was the case when I got picked on like crazy when I was growing up, by kids. They didn't
Mhm.
care.
True.
Now every now and then I run into one of the, a few of them, and they're like, "Yeah, I was a real dick back then." It's like, "Yeah, you were a real dick."
True.
Later
True.
on you realize what you did and you feel guilty about it. But when you're a kid, it's just, I don't
Yeah.
think they really care.
And that scene where that annoying kid with the voice, the babysitter was in the basement and he's like, help me. And he was like playing with his toy gun, taking the sweet fucking time to get her over there. I'm like, bro,
He's
are you
like,
done with your toys?
I gotta load up. I gotta get my little gun. I
God,
gotta be ready.
that was like cringe. I don't know. I was just like, what are you doing, little guy? Like, you're gonna really, like, with your toy gun, you're gonna do a big damage. I just thought that was funny, but kind of innocent though, because
Yeah.
he's thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna save the day with my toy gun. I'm like, no. Should I break it to him, or should you want to break it to him? Yeah,
He should have brought his creepy ass doll.
yeah,
I think it was a porcelain doll. So if it had a broken arm and a broken leg, you can like stab people with that. You can like shake them.
yeah. You could have shanked them, but
Say hello to my daddy. Swirly doll attack.
ooh, that'll
Ouch.
do some damage.
Yeah.
So, for next week, what would you like to do? I sent you a movie suggestion. I don't know if you wanted to do that one. I thought it was interesting because we've never done a Spaniard type 13th century horror movie style from the 1970s. But we can do another, we can save that one for like a Spanish night or something if you'd
Yeah.
like. It's up to you. But
Yeah, it's just I've just recently watched that one. It's
oh,
really
you
good though. It
oh,
is
you
good, but
recently.
I've just recently watched that one. So,
Mm,
and I have a feeling that I've probably seen most of the ones in here as well. But there are a lot in here that I have not seen. So, did you
mhm.
want to try to go back to our
Fangoria.
random?
Our
Yeah,
random from Fangoria. Yeah,
yeah,
we got a lot of good ones. We got Private Parts. We got, we got a lot of good ones from that one, so I have
yeah.
a good
Some
feeling.
some weird, obscure ones, that I wouldn't have, you
Yeah.
know, dug up. So I kind of feel obligated to dig up some more. Do you need to know the numbers it goes to?
Yes, so we can do it real quick.
All right. It goes to page 255, and it starts.
Page 1.
No, there's an introduction. Uh, oh yeah, no, it is page 1.
Oh, okay.
The introduction didn't count.
Okay, we have page 78.
70. Oh wow. Ooh, this is actually one I had folded that I wanted to see and haven't seen. The Devil's Daughter, the
Ooh.
AKA the Sect, SECT. Darkness has found a new bride. Heaven help us. 1990. Written
Oh.
by Dario Argento.
Ooh. So The Devil's Daughter was in 1990?
Yeah.
Mm. Oh, we're gonna continue the Italian night because this is also an Italian film,
And it's by
according
the
to.
director that did one of my favorites, Cemetery Man.
Ooh, yes. But the director's Michelle Soavi, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Or Soive?
Soavi, Soavi. Something like that.
Suave.
Suave. I don't know. I'm not Italian or whatever, so that'll be. So yeah, this looks fun. It's going to be a. Ooh, it's available in Italian if anybody's interested and knows Italian. It's just straight horror. There's no subgenre to it. There's no like, fantasy, comedy, none of that. It's just horror, that's it. A murderous satanic cult. Ooh, we haven't done cults since we haven't done a movie review of cults in a long time, so that'd be good since
our first one.
Yeah. No, because then we did the one with the British director. Because remember, the evil cult was following him too.
Oh yeah.
So this will be our third cult movie. I don't know. Shh. We might join one too if we continue doing them. I'm just kidding. So that'll be fun, guys. So next week, join us as we do The Sect, or AKA The Devil's Daughter. It's going to be a really fun spree of murder, satanic cults, good old satanic panic, 1990s era, the usual. So that'll be fun. And then the week after that, we have a recording with a lovely gentleman. So we will put that more information about that. But we cannot wait to see you guys next week.
Bye.
Do you have anything else, Kat, that you want to add to our spectacular show?
As always, it's fun chatting with you and everyone else. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you guys for hanging out the whole time. I see some sneaky ninjas over there still watching. I'm so glad. Hopefully we were engaging and you enjoyed our banter about, kids and stuff and fruity steins.
Yes. and rants about don't go to the restaurant 30 minutes before they close.
Not cool. Don't do that. Do not do that. Pro tip, do not do that. Always tip and take it to go if you can. Just eat it at home, watch a movie, get comfortable. It's better anyways. See you guys next week. Have a lovely rest of your day or evening, wherever you are. And remember, keep horror alive always. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello, boils and ghouls. It's your old pal, John Kassir, the voice of the Crypt Keeper. And I want to thank you for listening to Delight and Fright with your hosts, Luna and Cat, a podcast for outcasts.